Hello guys, welcome back to another weekly outlook. If you're new, welcome. This is Pledge. I'll be going over what I'll be looking to see in the Forex market this coming week. I'd appreciate if you guys hit that subscribe button and notification bell to get notified whenever I release these videos, because I release them weekly. With that, let's get into it. So as always, we have to check the economic calendar to see what could catalyze or invalidate our setups. This week we'll be looking towards CPI. Last week there was elections. Great opportunity during Eastern session. So on Wednesday, when they did the counting of votes. So this week we could be looking at the dollar CPI, as well. There's going to be unemployment claims as well as PPI. For the pound, there's going to be a climate count change and also the gross domestic product, right? Yeah. So there's going to be the GDP and also retail sales on Friday for the dollar. Another week of which we could say we would be interested in sitting out. Great week, and from the last outlook, there are some setups of which played out well, and so I didn't do an outlook last week, and I'm doing it this week because of how it was structured and an update, but then the objectives were still the same. So with that, let's get into the charts and see what they have for us this coming week. So on the dollar index, right? Well, firstly, as I'm not always releasing these outlooks, the aim is to do them weekly, but then the reason behind me skipping a week then coming back the next week is because of how still the reactions of what we were expecting are still the same, the objectives are still the same. So to be updating it, and it's just because I also don't pretty much update my charts unless I see something significant happening or a structure forming of which could invalidate what I was hoping to see. So that's why I'm not updating the outlooks weekly, even though it's the aim is to do them weekly, but the objectives are still the same. So if the objectives are still the same for this week and the coming week, I won't be doing the outlook for the second week. Then I come back and do the outlook for the third coming week. So that's the second or third, depending on how you look at it. So that's why the reason behind skipping weeks to do the outlooks. Another thing is that I'm going to be, I won't be saying I'm leaving this. Hopefully I'm not. I'm going to be, because this the reason I started doing the outlooks is to document my analysis and keep track of how I look for buyers, because this is how I look for my buyers. And I'd be looking to, I won't be doing much of the outlooks. I want to start documenting the journey on how I make progress in trading my challenges and personal account. So I'm going to do more of like reviews of the trades I took. The ideas are, after creating the review, I'm planning to put the outlooks there on the reviews at the end of the videos. So this could possibly be the last time I'm structuring my videos this way. So with enough with the talking, let's see what the DXY and the pairs are telling us this coming week. So we're expecting them to come to the OB and maybe take out this high, then start giving us some very short of flow, but that wasn't the case. As we can see, we're expecting it to come, though it reacted. We're expecting this validation, gave us this bullish candlestick and invalidated it, only to come to a more discount price. Then you can see this bullish candle, of which it was the the elections, and this whole candle, I'd say maybe 80% of this candle was formed during Asia on the elections when they were doing the count and Trump was winning. So it's one of the opportunities of which I missed, but it was at night, so I was just asleep. So this coming week, what I could be expecting to see is maybe something like this. I'd be interested in looking for something like this so we can see the daily FEG if they are planning to continue to the upside with more values or potentially taking out this high. I don't know what they could be intending to do, but what we could be expecting to see reactions from is here going to the upside, right? That's what I could be expecting to see on the daily. So as we can see on the daily, and also this mitigation, which aligns with this daily FEG, that's the area of which I'd be interested in seeing a reaction from something like this. And start giving us some pressure flow, or they could just take out this high. Then they just dip, right? Because they, even though it's a little bit, there's an FEG right here. And an inverted one as well, which could actually play and for them coming for that high and potentially to go above these highs as well, right? We can see that we could be coming for those highs. So what I could be actually expecting to see this coming week is for them maybe to react from here, right? Or come to a more discounted price of which is that area, which is this area. So that's what I'd be expecting to see this coming week on the dollar index, with it lining up this way. Let's see what the pound dollar and the euro dollar are telling us. So you can see right here. I was expecting this type of reaction of which they gave us, even though they closed below that mitigation of which we're expecting, they gave us a reaction, came into those daily FEGs for our and reacted from them, as you can see. Plus that news elections, right? Not the news elections, so those that Asia price movement for the elections. So what I could be actually expecting to see this coming week. Let me do this right now. This credit is already there. With this strong momentum to the downside, right? They could potentially also be heading for this lows. So I'd be looking for price to come to this FEG, react from it, then start selling off, right? If they haven't already retested this OB, right? Let me just remove it. So what I could actually be expecting to see is for them to come for those lows, right? It's just sitting nice, and possibly if they have enough movement, they could potentially come for those lows as well. So that's what I'd be expecting to see this coming week on the euro dollar. On the 4 hour, same thing, right? Nice high right here to take out, right? Nice high to take out right there. Then we could be looking to see some bearish movement, and as well as not forgetting this lows, right? They could actually take the lows or the highs of the recent highs, then come to that area, then start react from it. So that's what I could be potentially interested in seeing. Another thing is that yeah, there's no other thing. The recent lows could potentially be taken. Always is something that I always keep in mind. They could always be taken out unless they react. They open by reacting on an FEG right here. Then it's just a straight through. That's one of the things that happen. But what I'm expecting to see is that high to be taken out for the markets to start giving us some bearish order flow, right? Or they trigger this low to come to this area. One of the two is what I'd be expecting to see this coming week. So the pound dollar. So the pound dollar still made reacted but never closed anyway there. So it's pretty much interesting on it because it seems to be respecting the mitigation level, never closing below it. So the pound to dollar is in a way I don't know how to describe it. If they follow through with the euro dollar, right, maybe they could be interested in coming here. Let me remove all this and this for us to have a clear understanding of what I'd be talking about. So the pound dollar isn't sitting well and aligning with what I have in mind for the dollar index and the euro dollar. They could potentially come there if they're planning on selling off. But with respecting this mitigation, right? I don't see much of because they closed and the next candlestick failed to close inside, came back. Same thing here. So we don't know here what's gonna happen. If they also have any downwards objectives of which they could be heading to. So with that the pound to dollar for me isn't looking well, and this type of price action isn't ideal for me to be stepping into a market. So on the pound dollar, what this is right here, I just tend to stay away. And even since the last outlook, I've just been sitting away on the pound dollar. So I'll be interested if they get out of this structure which they are playing in right now. So entire dollar sign, right? The dollar CAD. As we can see, let me remove all of this and move all of that, and all of this, right? All of that. So we had high objectives on the DXY. So on the DXY, as you can see on here, there isn't much highs of which they could be clinging to, but after taking out this high, right, they could also be for the coming week be interested in taking out this high. Take out a high right here, come and take it for the third time, then start selling off. That's one of the things that could happen. Or the dollar CAD could be just let me go on the 4-hour. Yep. They made a low and they made a high, not taking out this high. They made a low, then they came back and made a low which didn't take out this high. So there may be in a range of which I'd be interested in seeing them get it off first before having any clear directional bias. Right now, I'm just not interested. It's the same as on the pound dollar. So what the only pair that I'd be interested in eyeing is the euro dollar. So we just have to see. Plus, keep in mind that the CPI coming out this week could possibly influence or put volatility inside the market. So that's one of the things that we could be interested in, we could be aware of going into next week, with the market having little to no clear direction of which they intended to go, because of also Trump winning the elections. Hopefully things will get better for the dollar, but there's uncertainty, as we can see in the markets right now. So we'll just have to wait it out until we have a clear bias of where the market could be going next. That's our job, is just to catch volatility, and that's it. So as we can see on gold, right, let me start out here. Yep. We're expecting a sweep in liquidity, which we were given, but by some kind of candlesticks. Let me do this, let me do that. As you can see, so the dollar and the euro seems to be having the same alignment. I'd be interested in looking to see gold react from here, right? Start selling off, or possibly react from an OB. You can see right there, right? See right there. That's what I'd be expected to I'd be expecting to see this coming week on gold. And also if they fail that structure, right? If they fail that FEG, we always have another one right here. We always have this one right here as well. That's an FEG, yep. So that's what I'd be interested in seeing this coming week for the on gold. So those are my ideas. If they fail the structure, maybe they come back right here, right? Start giving us some structure to be at. And also, as we can see right here as well, there's an FEG that reacted from. So we don't know if they plan to have any structure to be getting into, tap this FEG. And as always keep the previous week high or low as another way of which they can take out and react from to go to your predetermined objectives. So that's my 3 or 4 ideas on what I'd be expecting to see on gold this coming week. Those are my ideas on what I'd be expecting to see this coming week in the market. So I hope this video helps you guys with making your own trading decisions. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you see this video helping somebody else, feel free to share it with that one, guys. Till the next one. Peace.